Hello everyone, this is a continued video for my at-home waxing contraindication and tips video. It is very important that you watch that video before you watch this one. It has all the contraindications and basic tips and knowledge that you should have before doing at-home waxing or waxing on a friend or anything of that sort. So please subscribe to my channel and watch the other video before attempting to do at-home waxing. This video will contain information for the procedure for liquid wax application. I probably will put the hard wax one on here as well, even though it is at the end of my other one, just so that it's on there and together or whatever. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Make sure before you do your waxings that you test a little spot of your skin, because you don't want to have a big raw open wound if it's not necessary and if it can be prevented. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. So just a little tip that I forgot to put in my other video, you can have waxing done every 3 to 6 weeks depending on your hair growth cycles. Now if you're really unlucky like me, I could have waxing done every 10 days. Unfortunately, getting waxed that frequently isn't a good idea. I have to wait a minimum of 2 weeks before I can do my waxing. So just so you guys know, minimum 2 weeks, preferably 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so I know you can't really see the hair on my leg, but anyways, I'll just kind of give you a quick overview of the wax procedure. So you're just going to want to sanitize your hands. Okay. And then you're going to want to look at the direction of the hair growth. So for this part here, my hair grows all down right there. So now that I know the direction of my hair growth, I'm going to apply either baby powder or cornstarch to the area. I'm going to use baby powder today. If you're doing your underarms, bikini line, upper lip, or places that you sweat a little bit more, the cornstarch does work better because the talc powder and the baby powder sometimes will clump. So you just apply that and then kind of brush it on. And you're always going to want to test your wax to see if it's an alright temperature. So just putting the wax on my forearm here, and it's a good temperature. So I'm just going to apply my wax strip just to take that off. Okay. And then you're going to apply a thin layer of wax in the direction of hair growth, holding your spatula at about a 45-degree angle. You're just kind of twizzling your stick so the wax doesn't fall off. Okay, and then just applying it like so. Okay, and then you're going to take your wax strip and you're just going to apply it on top of the wax. And then you're going to hold your skin taut and take the end of the wax strip and pull really quickly in the opposite direction of hair growth, parallel to the skin. So don't pull slowly, and don't pull it away or across in any way, because you will cause severe bruising. And then you're going to apply pressure immediately after you take off your wax strip. So take it off, apply pressure. That just helps with the pain. So just do one more. Okay, and I'm holding my skin tight, pulling quickly, putting pressure. Okay, and if there's any wax left over, you can just reapply. Wax takes wax off, so if you get any sticky parts. So, and as you can see there, the hair that's come out. So after you've completed your waxing, you can apply your lotion that is not scented and doesn't have any oil in it, so that doesn't cause breakouts or cause any kind of sensitivity or reaction. You are going to want to kind of test your spot to see if you do have any reactions to the wax. So just to show you guys the different directions of hair growth, I'm just going to use my brow. I'm not actually going to wax it on the camera just because I don't want to risk the chance of wrecking my brow shape. So I have hair here that grows up this way, so I would apply the wax just like that, and then when I was taking it off, I'd pull it right down. For this part, I would apply the wax right up to there, and then I would take this piece out. Lots of estheticians do it in one quick motion. That does go against the rules of waxing, because if I apply it like this, the wax is still kind of going on in the right direction, but when you remove it, it's not being removed parallel to where the direction of your hair growth is. So if you have some improper waxing or something like that done, there's a larger chance that your hair won't grow back. And just to kind of show you guys what I mean about your hair not growing back, if you see, this brow is very full. This brow, however, is very sparse and has some holes and stuff in it, and it kind of quit growing down here because I went to see a girl who applied wax 3 times in a row and took it off, and I got really bad scarring. I didn't know at the time how to do the proper waxing. I was just relying on her ability, which, you know, I don't even know if she had schooling, but after that my hair never grew back here, and it took many years before this even started filling back out. So I pretty much lost half my eyebrow due to improper waxing. So just something to keep in mind when you are doing it at home. The wax procedure for a hard wax is very similar to the procedure for the liquid wax. There is a few differences in the waxes, however. The hard wax is used for more sensitive skin, as it's more delicate on the skin. The nice thing about the hard wax is that you can reapply it. With the liquid wax, you can apply it once. If you have leftover hair, then you need to be doing tweezing. And the hard wax is also applied in a thick layer and can be applied in the direction of hair growth or in kind of like a figure 8 way to make sure that it kind of grasps all the hair. So same thing, you would cleanse your hands and then apply, figure out your direction of hair growth, then apply your powder, and then you would test your temperature of the wax. And I'm just going to show you the application for the hard wax on my arm. Okay, so I'm just going to stir this around a little bit. See, as you can see, the texture is way more sticky than the liquid wax is. Okay, and so you'd apply this in the direction of hair growth, but you do kind of like this figure 8. You also don't need the cotton strips for the hard wax, and then you just let that harden. So you're applying the thick layer of wax in a swirled kind of back and forth position, and you're holding your spatula more to like a 20-degree angle, or like parallel to the skin, if that makes more sense. You leave the edges a little bit thicker so that you can flick it to pull it off. Okay. And then I just take the edge and flick it, just like that. So that's just the procedure for the hard wax. I think you can buy both at stores. I use the hard wax for doing underarms, bikini lines, upper lips, smaller areas. You can use it for like the back and chest. Males have a harder time with waxing in general, but it is a fairly hard wax to use on large areas of the skin.